This is something I discovered while I was prepping stuff for a video with the TR909, the RD9 and the TR09 that I thought might warrant a separate little video. And that's because that video is really looking at the sounds and what they do. But this just popped out to me. And I say in the title of this that I've discovered this. People already know it, but I've discovered it for myself today. So I thought it might be quite interesting for you to see. So when I was looking at these three, I was thinking about the swing, I was thinking about the timing. And when I started to look at the timing, I noticed that the timing on the TR909 was much sloppier than on the RD9 or the TR09. And does that sloppiness give it a little bit of something special? Can you hear it or can't you? Here's the 909 on its 7 swing settings. So the red one is no swing, and then we've got settings 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, which are 8.3%, 16.6%, I think that's 25%, 33%, 41%, or something like that, and then 50% at the bottom. And if we look at this, everything on the 8ths should be bang on the beat, and we're just moving the 16ths. So everything on the 8ths is right on the beat, or at least so I thought. But when I zoom in, you can see that these on the red on the top just aren't on the beat, are they? In fact, if we look down through all of the different swings, none of them hit the beat perfectly. You can see the different swings but taking effect there. They're all slightly delayed a little bit more, but on the beat, no. Yes, yes, no. Yes, no. So it really is quite sloppy. So I just tried a straight hi-hat on the RD9, and this gave me this purple one at the top, and these are right on the beat. And coming down here, I've created MIDI from each of those hits. Just something I was doing for my patrons. These MIDI files, the 7 of them, are available from my Patreon site, or I think you can buy them. I think there's a new thing now on Patreon where you can click it and you can buy them £3 for 7 MIDI files, but they might give you that little special sauce that the 909's got. But anyway, coming back in here, if you open up the event list, you can see the RD9 is perfectly on the beat, and the 909 definitely isn't. I mean, this 240 here, it's only one click away from being on the beat. So it's not a massive amount, but maybe those little variations just add to that little human feel, and people that have got a 909 or have had one for years don't get the feeling of a 909 from other bits of kit. So I've tried to take a beat that has got the variations on it and then try to quantize it in Logic. So the top one here is the original sloppy version. Then down here, we've got the one where I've tried to quantize it. The more I listen to that, the more I think I can hear variations or differences. And the more I think I can hear variations and differences, the more I think I'm hallucinating. So I'm not sure if there's too much of a difference when you've got a little 8-bar loop or an 8-beat loop like that, whatever it was. But over the course of a track, you know, you've got your bass lines hitting at certain points. You've got different instruments hitting. I wonder if those little offsets just make things a little bit crisper, a little bit cleaner in some way. And just to come back into that, if we look at the red track here, so this is where the next beat in the next bar is, so it's bang on. But each of the beats in between is pushing just a tad. That one's bang on there. But I just wonder if things being a little bit before the beat gives it a little bit of a more exciting feel or something, perhaps. Again, that one's right on. That one's a little bit before, but they're all slightly different. So yeah, a complete nerdy geek out looking at those little bits there. But people do talk about this, so maybe this helps, maybe it just adds to the confusion, maybe it's a load of nerdy nonsense, but it was a little bit of fun. It was quite interesting to discover while I was playing around with these things. So do look out for the big comparison that I'm going to do between the 3 of them with all the sounds and all the other bits and bobs as well. That should be coming in the next day or two. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it was some use to somebody somewhere. If it was, please do subscribe, ring the bell, all those other things. As you know, this channel is funded by my affiliate links, my YouTube ads, and my wonderful patrons who will get those MIDI files. They also get access to patches and samples and other bits and bobs, including some samples of my TR909 coming soon. Also, do take a look at my starskycar.com website. Again, patches, samples, stuff to download, stuff you can buy, free stuff. And I always say buy some of the cheaper bits and bobs. It does help to support the channel, and no one ever does. Oh. And as I always say, do take a look at some of the cheaper bits, things like the 606 samples through different effects processors. Only £3, but it does all help to support the channel. No one ever does. I don't know why I keep on saying it. Anyway, thanks for staying to the very end. I hope you found that interesting, and I'll see you next time.